Do you ever wonder if you're making a mistake by being too involved in your toddler's playtime? You're not alone. In fact, studies show that nearly 60% of parents hover over their kids during play, thinking it's helping them learn. But here's the shocking truth: this innocent mistake might actually be hindering their development. According to child psychologists, toddlers who don't play alone miss out on key skills like problem-solving, creativity, and emotional resilience. What if I told you that letting your toddler play alone for just 15 minutes a day could boost their confidence and self-sufficiency? Sounds too simple to be true, right? But research backs it up. In this video, we'll dive into the surprising reasons why your well-intended actions might be holding your toddler back, and share easy strategies to help them thrive on their own. Stick around to learn how to set your toddler up for success without sacrificing your precious bonding time. Chapter 1. The Love Trap. When over-attention holds them back, it's easy to think that being actively involved in your toddler's play is the best way to show love and care. After all, you want to be there for every little moment. But this constant involvement can create a love trap. It sends the message that their play is only valuable if you're a part of it. Psychologists agree that toddlers need space to play independently to develop confidence in their abilities. Dr. Peter Gray, a well-known psychologist, highlights that too much adult involvement can limit a child's ability to develop social skills and emotional resilience. The truth is, toddlers learn essential life skills during their solo play sessions. They learn problem-solving, patience, and how to entertain themselves. Studies show that children who are allowed to play alone develop better focus and concentration. In fact, research from the American Academy of Pediatrics found that independent play helps children develop the brain's executive functions, which include skills like self-control and planning. So, instead of swooping in to help when they struggle, step back. Let them figure it out. It's a small shift that pays off big time. Strategy: set boundaries. If you're too involved, your toddler will start expecting you to solve problems for them. Let them play freely for a set amount of time. Start with 10 minutes and gradually increase it. This teaches them that it's okay to be alone and that they can have fun without constant supervision. Chapter 2. The Power of Boredom. Why nothing to do is crucial. Sometimes, we think we need to fill our toddler's day with endless activities. But what if the most important thing they need is boredom? Boredom might sound like a bad thing, but it's actually the key to independent play. When toddlers have nothing to do, they tap into their creativity and imagination. They start thinking up their own games, drawing, or pretending. In fact, research shows that boredom helps develop creativity in children. According to Dr. Teresa Belton, an expert in creativity and child development, boredom acts as a natural prompt for children to start thinking in new ways. When there's nothing else to do, they're forced to figure things out on their own, which strengthens problem-solving abilities. For example, let your child play with blocks without giving them a step-by-step guide on how to build something. This open-ended play teaches them to think outside the box and explore their own ideas. Strategy: don't fill every moment with an activity. Instead, let your toddler experience some downtime. If you're in the middle of a busy day, say something like, "You've got 15 minutes to play by yourself while I finish this." It gives them a chance to build their own little world of play. Chapter 3. Silent Saboteur. The mistake you don't realize you're making. You might think you're helping, but your actions could be sabotaging your toddler's ability to play independently. Hovering, interrupting, or even giving constant praise during playtime can actually harm their independence. This is something called helicopter parenting, and it's often unintentional. A study from the University of Essex found that children of overly involved parents are more likely to be dependent and less confident. These children often struggle to engage in solo play because they've learned that they don't need to do it alone. Even subtle actions, like picking up their toys for them or giving unsolicited advice, can create a sense of dependence. You may think that by praising their efforts all the time, you're encouraging them, but too much praise can be just as damaging. A study by Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck found that overpraising children for every little thing can cause them to fear failure. This, in turn, can discourage them from attempting tasks on their own. Strategy: stop hovering and avoid excessive praise. Instead, allow your toddler to explore and make mistakes. If they drop a block, don't rush to pick it up for them. Instead, let them try again. This small act of independence will boost their self-esteem. When you do praise, be specific and focused on the effort. I love how you built that tall tower. If you're enjoying these insights, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more parenting tips that will help your toddler thrive. Chapter 4. The Fear of Missing Out, FOMO. Breaking the cycle. We've all heard of FOMO, fear of missing out, but did you know that it can affect your parenting too? Many parents are afraid of missing out on quality time with their children, so they overschedule their time together or hover too closely during play. While spending time with your toddler is important, this constant need for interaction can backfire. Your toddler might begin to rely on you for entertainment and struggle to enjoy time alone. Studies show that children need moments of solitude to grow emotionally and socially. A research study from the University of Michigan found that toddlers who had more independent playtime were better at managing stress and showed improved problem-solving skills. Strategy: break the FOMO cycle by carving out time for your toddler to play alone. Set a timer and tell them, "I'll be nearby, but you get to decide what to do." Over time, this teaches them that playing alone can be just as valuable as spending time with you. Chapter 5. Letting go, letting grow, the surprising benefits of independence. Sometimes, as parents, we need to let go of the idea that we have to control every aspect of our child's development. Allowing your toddler to play on their own isn't just about giving you a break, it's about fostering independence. When toddlers engage in solo play, they develop better self-regulation, focus, and creativity. Plus, they become more confident in their own abilities. Dr. Laura Markham, a clinical psychologist, explains that independence is crucial for building a child's sense of competence and autonomy. When children feel capable of doing things on their own, they develop a sense of mastery that boosts their self-esteem. Strategy: start small by letting your toddler play in the next room while you do your own thing. Praise their independence, and slowly encourage longer periods of solo play. This will empower them and help them feel proud of their ability to play without you. Chapter 6. The Shift. Replacing guilt with empowerment. As parents, it's natural to feel guilty when we're not always by our child's side. But here's the truth: giving your toddler space to play alone doesn't mean you love them any less. In fact, it shows you trust them to explore their world and build their skills. Guilt is often the result of unrealistic expectations, but your toddler will thrive if they're given the chance to play independently. A study from the University of Chicago found that children who have the opportunity to play alone show better emotional regulation and are more adaptable in social settings. So, the more they play independently, the better equipped they'll be to handle challenges in the future. Strategy: shift your mindset from guilt to empowerment. Embrace the idea that giving your toddler space to grow will lead to a more confident, self-sufficient child. Remember, it's about balance. Quality time together is just as important as the time spent playing alone. If this has helped you rethink your approach to parenting, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on raising happy, independent kids. By now, you've learned how small shifts in your approach to play can help your toddler become more independent and self-sufficient. Remember, it's not about less love, it's about giving them the space they need to grow. Make sure to check out the strategies we've shared, and soon enough, you'll see your toddler thriving with confidence and creativity.